Y'all ever seen a Crunch Bar level up?
Man, who I showed that Crunch Bar the other day?
That was me.
God, she was the perfect Crunch Bar, boy. She, man, perfect body.
Premium Crunch Bar
Perfect.
level.
I'm talking about this was Nestle Crunch. She was so bad, but she was kind of ugly, man. I ain't gonna lie. But she was bad. How you be bad and ugly at the same time?
Gotta be something about you.
That's possible though.
Man, y'all, I wish I can't find her. I couldn't never find her again because it was on TikTok. This chick was bad. I'm talking about from the neck down. Face hard, not that great. But I can see her doing things, big things in life. She gonna go somewhere. She going somewhere. Damn, she was bad. She was medium ugly though.
Y'all ever seen them videos where the chicks like do the makeup thing, and they just transform their whole aura?
Man, I ain't gonna be able to find it on neither, man.
Do you?
It's this chick. I think she from Africa.
I've seen the one from Africa.
The one where she making that real like crazy face with the messed up teeth.
Yeah,
Is that right?
that'll work. How much them cost? We on camera too. We record.
Oh. I don't really like those. No, I mean I appreciate the artistry that go into their makeup, but it's like really they be lying. I'm talking about hard lying.
Think it's deception?
Hell yeah, it is. They don't look nothing like that at all. I wish I could show y'all that girl. I can't. I don't know her name.
I know exactly who you talking about. Exactly who
I
you
sent
talking about.
that shit to somebody else. Let me see if I can find it.
That's sorcery. That shit is like she did a whole 180. It really looks nothing like her. Skin complexion, facial expression, everything is different.
Oh, skin complexion, everything changed?
Everything is
Bruh,
changed.
she don't look like, here, go right here. I'm glad I found this shit. Look at it. See this?
Mm-hmm.
She looks like a demon.
That ain't
Her
even.
face like with it tall.
That ain't even
Like
right.
a gargoyle.
That ain't even right.
Now watch what she look like when she get done with this makeup.
Is this real?
Yes.
Yes. Look at this.
That's crazy. That's
Did you
crazy.
see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy.
That ain't right.
And now imagine that you pick that up in the club.
And I wake up the next morning.
And then she gonna look at like a damn
Barbie doll.
Straight up fighting.
Barbie doll to
Straight up
gargoyle.
fighting.
like a fucking.
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is lying.
I'm talking about and it's like the transformation is so far. It's like it's way off. You look like a whole other person. How the hell do you do that?
Yeah, because you didn't even make yourself look like somebody that would resemble you.
You look like a totally different. Like if you walked into the room, you can walk in the room with people that know you. They be like, who that? I don't like that. I don't even know why. Dudes don't wear makeup, so we just come like we are. Pretty much, you know what I'm saying? They might have the hatfish. But we pretty much come like we are. But then you got these chicks that they got the makeup like that. They doing different hair.
I mean, the makeup they put on the what's that shit called?
I don't even know what it's the
The suck it in?
Yeah, like the midsection.
I forgot what it's called. It's
Yeah.
something like that. So you got a whole
Waist
chick
trainer.
that don't even look like she is. It's kind of crazy.
They got the waist trainer with the butt pads in them.
Oh, and thigh pads.
Yeah.
They got thigh pads too.
Oh, they got the whole combo now?
They
Yeah.
got thigh pads.
Man, that's too much.
And they got like the pussy prints.
Are you serious?
Nah, I don't know. Just making that up. I don't
I was
know.
about to say, come on, man, that's way too much.
Nah, I don't know about that, man. That's crazy. That African chick is crazy because she balling her face up, making herself look more.
Ugly.
She making herself look
Ugly,
worse.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
ugly.
figure out like what she did with her teeth. Like, you
Yeah,
put something
they
on her
changed the
teeth.
whole thing.
She ain't smiling in that picture though.
No, she showed her teeth. Her teeth was looking nasty. Like they was brown.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about after.
Oh,
the fact.
after, yeah, she did.
She didn't really
Yeah.
smile. Like her teeth was like super like piss yellow.
Man, I'm not opposed to the makeup, but I'm opposed to you making yourself look like a whole different person. That's like movie
Halloween.
quality.
Halloween out this bitch.
Special effects.
Yeah, like you got a whole different face.
Yeah.
But like you said, I'm cool with the makeup. Like,
Yeah, do a little makeup.
just a little bit.
Yeah,
a little
just
bit.
do a little bit, like your eyes or whatever. Do a little lip, something. All that extra shit. I'm cool.
Well, you gotta layer it on.
How long did that take?
Say how long?
I wonder how long it took. It seemed like it took a whole lot of time.
But you seen how she was going through the phases. Like she had shit that didn't look like she had clown makeup going on for a minute till she did her thing or whatever she
She had to
did.
blend.
Yeah, she had to.
Yeah.
She knew
She had to work.
what colors. Like she knew.
Yeah, when
all
you
of
she throw the
complimentary-
orange.
Yeah, all the complimentary colors. She knew all of that.
Yeah,
She had to work for that.
I mean, it's a talent.
Yeah,
It is a talent, but I think that's a little deceiving.
it's a lot.
The girl throw like blue right here and some orange over here, and the next thing you know, she looking like a model.
She need to be working in Hollywood.
That's a very good talent, though. She get paid
Dark
good money for
skin
that.
to light skin. She went from crunch bar to like.
I'm talking about model-esque.
So what if you know what I'm saying? What if you was out with her and you know she started sweating or something? She started looking like the Joker. When you get that, she looking good like she was supposed to look, right? But then when you get where y'all going, there's a sweaty environment.
In the bedroom.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't even talking about that. I'm talking about you
fuck
out
your-
somewhere.
Fuck your pillowcase up.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm talking about you out somewhere, not you in the house. Y'all out somewhere, and it's got a little musty, and it's you know what I mean. She's sweating, and the next few minutes she look like the Joker. Do you stay? We gonna talk about this. This ain't something you you've known her for a long time.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about. I don't know who this is.
You gonna leave her? Who got rodeo?
Who are you?
Got rodeo.
Yeah, Uber.
But what if you already kind of like her as a person, though?
I don't know that person.
What if she like cool? Like she tell good jokes? Like what?
This is somebody I
You
don't
already
know.
like her though.
I don't know you no more.
But what if you do though?
This motherfucker is two-faced, literally. I don't know you. Who are you? We gonna have to start all over again. Where the hell you come from?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can get. Now that their initial face was a little too much for me.
What if her personality is good?
That face was terrible, dog. She was making it worse too,
Yeah.
on purpose.
I don't know if I can get past like. I mean, I can get past. God, come on, man.
Her personality might be really good though,
She might be. You might be.
and her body might be really banging too.
Okay.
He said, "Okay." I mean, I don't know, man. I think women, you do a little too much with the makeup, man. It's too many enhancements. You could just buy you a whole new. You could just be whoever you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You
Who
get
I want
good
to look
enough.
like today?
Yeah, you get good enough at that makeup. They got a whole Kardashian makeup pack, I think. All them chicks be looking the same.
Yo, hey man,
What's up,
it's
brother?
almost June, bro. Hey, do y'all feel like time is like flying by, or do y'all feel like it's just where it's supposed to be?
No, time is definitely flying by.
Why do you think that is? Why do you like? Is that always been a thing? Has time always flew by like this, or do you feel like it's just the time we live in? We have so much access to everything that it just seems that way, or is it really that way?
Nope.
I mean, I just feel like it is that way.
Why? What causes you to be more perceptive to it now more than ever? That's how I feel. I feel like I'm more.
But right now,
Yeah, I'm more perspective. Like,
You're not in a rush right now. The first 18 years of your life felt like 50. Because you wanted to be grown and do what you could do and do what you want to do. Now you grown and you see, damn, I was 20 last week. Now I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I feel. But them first 18 years of your life, that felt like the longest. Cause you're like, I can't wait. I can't wait to get out of here and be able to do what I want to do.
But I see younger people like saying the same thing. Like
Really?
Yeah, like it's shit just flying by. Yeah. You think that's just because they're not engaged in anything productive, or you just?
I ain't even say that. I mean,
No, I can't say that because some of them are, and yeah.
Not that's the wrong wording. Maybe it's something they might be engaged in something they're not particularly interested in that they having to do. It's still productive, but maybe it's not what they want to be doing.
But if it was
same
that way,
thing for an adult.
but if it was that way, I feel like it would feel like the time was slower. Yeah.
They say time fly when you having fun, and that's kind of true.
It seems that way. It does.
Like, say for instance, you doing something that day that you wanted to do, or you seem like you don't even got enough time in the day to enjoy yourself doing that thing. You know what I'm saying?
It flies by.
Yeah. Or you like doing something that you want to do, and it'll be like next thing you know, it's time for you to go to sleep. Like, I don't want to go to sleep. I want to keep doing what I'm doing, but you know, you got to do stuff the next day. Time be flying because you don't pay attention. I think you don't pay attention to time when you're doing things you want to do.
that's true.
Because you could go play, you could be playing the game. You turn the game on. Next thing you know, you cut the game off. It's been 4 hours, and you be like, "Whoa, I ain't even got up to pee or nothing." Like 4 hours just flew by like that.
Because you're getting lost in it.
When you be at work, you think you done been there for 6 hours, but you only been there 2, and you be like, "Oh."
Because you don't really enjoy it.
Right, because you constantly looking at the clock like, damn, I got another 7 hours. I got another 6 hours.
Because it's not stimulating you.
Right.
You're not doing anything that's stimulating to you.
You just there biding your time. You're doing that. You're just there to put the time in.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing stuff you want to do, you ain't worried about the time because you just want to be doing what you're doing.
You get, like you said, you get lost in it.
I got a question for y'all. It's pertaining to time. It ain't necessarily got nothing to do with what we talking about. But do y'all realize when you're traveling and you not even have to be going far, does it seem to y'all like it takes longer to get there, but when you coming back, you get back fast as hell?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, yes.
What is that?
I don't know.
Is it the anticipation of where you going that makes it seem like?
I think that has something to do with it.
Cause, yeah, I don't know. I've experienced that a lot, and I'll be like, damn, I ain't gonna never get here. And then when it's time to come back home, you feel like it ain't taking no time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's.
I think anticipation is the biggest thing with that, because you be on the way there, you be so excited. You know, you be excited.
Can't
Like,
wait.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that. Pop this bottle or whatever you gonna do, or if you going to a concert, a game.
So if time is based on how you perceive it, one way or the other, is time an illusion?
No.
Yo. Made me laugh. Think about that commercial. Kenji Perkins throwing them darts at the boys. Say the shot clock ain't real. Time is an illusion.
Yeah, is it like if it's how you perceive it?
Yeah,
It's not how you perceive it.
It is though.
It's not.
It is.
It sort of
But
is.
it's not though. It's just they gave a measurement to it.
It's
It's
realistic.
a way for you to calculate it.
No, but if it feels different one way or the other based on how you are perceiving it, then it could be illusion.
No, it's not an illusion though. You can't illusion yourself to live to be 800 years old.
Yeah, but some would say you're everything right now. Like it's no future, no past. It's us. All that matters is right now.
Yeah, but that time that you have is finite. But you saying time was an illusion, and you can make whatever you want.
Exactly.
But it's not true.
But it could be
It's not though.
based on your perception.
It's not. There is a way for you to measure time. Time maybe before they didn't have a way to measure it. There wasn't no seconds, minutes, hours, and days, and years, weeks. It wasn't that, but it was still something. We knew it was something, but they just added a measurement to it.
What if the
Like we didn't know what an
measurement
inch was.
What if the measurement is
Well,
is
you
incorrect?
can say that about anything.
Exactly. That's what I'm
That's
saying.
not. But that don't make no sense. You can say this ain't no car. It's a boat. But you in a car. You can say we went over
All right,
this
we're
before,
not gonna go
man.
back down there,
You
man,
can
bro.
say whatever you want about anything.
right.
You can make up whatever you want in your mind,
That's
but it
what I'm
don't make
saying.
it
What if
true.
somebody just made up time?
So you could say, no, I'm not. It says it been. I haven't been talking for 10 seconds. I've been talking for 10 years.
Yeah, because like what?
Well, I guess you could say that's just a matter of semantics on words. There, that's
In a
not
biblical
even.
sense, ain't that what like God's time is different from our time? A minute to him is a year or something like that. What is it? I know I'm saying it
And we
wrong.
talking about something
Exactly.
way out of our scope.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm
We're
not
not
gonna be
God
able,
though. We humans.
I'm not gonna be able to speak
Exactly.
on
We
that.
can't think
the
about
right
what
way,
he was
'cause I don't
doing.
know.
We ain't him.
Alright. Okay. So time isn't.
I know I done heard a lot of people say time is an illusion. I heard it before. But I just never really knew what they was talking about. Like, how do you explain it? Do you believe it?
I wouldn't say I believe it, but I don't believe anything.
Oh shit.
That's why I question all this shit. I'm trying to like see what other people believe. I don't really necessarily believe anything. I think because just think about it. 1,000 years ago, the shit that we believe wasn't even a thing. It had to be researched and it had to be proven to a certain degree. 1,000 years from now, the shit that we know now won't even be a belief.
You don't even-
see what I'm saying?
But you don't even have to do that big of a span of time. You can say 30 years ago,
Yeah.
because
So not to say that I don't believe anything. I'm skeptical about everything. That's a better word. I'm skeptical.
But what is there to be skeptical about?
Everything.
Time.
Well,
I'm talking about time specifically.
I guess I'm not prepared to articulate it to where everybody can understand it. So I won't try.
we
we
have to revisit this
we can
at
revisit
another
it
time
when I'm prepared.
after he's done his due diligence. They can speak on it properly.
It was just a question.
I know you got something though, don't you?
But
Yeah, we'll wait. He ain't ready.
anyway, time. So it is flying by to y'all, right?
Oh yeah.
Like it just seemed like yesterday was January, and now it's
Damn,
Pretty much
it's about to
June.
be what, June?
Yeah,
June,
May
right?
May just started yesterday.
you know,
And it's over. Pretty much.
Y'all don't never y'all look at that as a good thing or a bad thing.
But time flying?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing good about it.
Yeah, it's a bad thing.
I think-
I don't think there's nothing good about that.
Why? I think most people look at it as a bad thing.
Closer
But
you
why?
get to that,
That mean my time running out. That's why I look at
Everybody's
it.
time running out though.
But mine running out.
Yeah, but it's different.
Yeah.
When you got more time to run out.
But you never know how much time you had. You
No,
never
but
knew.
I'm
That's
talking
true.
about
That's
from-
true too.
That's unforeseen stuff. You can't do nothing about the stuff that you ain't got nothing to do with.
That's
it.
the arrogance of humans, man. Niggas think they got it. That's you think you got forever. You could die tomorrow. You could have
No, I'm
died
talking
10
about
years
just
ago.
off of statistics. Like normally, if you live to be at a regular adult age, you got to about what, like 80 maybe?
That's still arrogance because you think you got
you
that
don't
long.
necessarily
You don't know.
I mean, I know that. What I'm saying, if you got it in your mind that, hey, I might live to
Yeah,
be.
that might be the problem. You might need to
That's
get
the
that out your
problem.
mind.
It ain't that it's bad. It should be good. It should be a motivating factor.
So if that is the case,
It should motivate you to be like, yo, I need to get on my shit because
I mean, yeah, but then again, like, you always got to do shit just to keep your head above water, right? Some stuff you got to do just to keep food on the table, clothes on your back. Then you got some shit that you just feel like you need to do, like you was put here to do. So you got to make time to do that also. But you got to have the means and the way to do that without you, going homeless or not being able to take care of folks that need you. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
So, I mean, I guess you should be way more, what's the word I'm trying to say? You should be way more,
Proactive. in your approach.
proactive to, like, doing shit now. Like, that's why I said that shit maybe a couple pods ago. I don't really like being patient. Like, I said that. Like, you don't got time to be patient. Like, I know sometimes you got to be patient, but damn, sometimes you really can't be patient. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna let this shit fall where it may. Sometimes you gotta put shit in motion. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I had time to be playing around.
Yeah. The patience comes from, let's say, if some shit you gotta learn. The patience comes from learning it. The urgency comes from doing that which you don't know. So obtaining the knowledge. But the patience comes in when you're learning what you need to know. See what I'm saying? That's the patience part. It's not that you're not doing anything. You just can't rush the learning part of it. Because if you don't know, you don't know. You have to get the skills. You can't rush through this shit just because you're impatient. If you want to be a carpenter, you got to learn how to be a carpenter. You can't rush through it because you're impatient. You got to learn, and that's where the patience comes in at. I think that's where we got hung up before. But you're right. You got to have a sense of urgency because you don't know. In time, whether it's an illusion or not. I think I say it's an illusion because it is no time except for now. The future hasn't happened, and the past is already gone. So now is the only time you have.
And the future ain't promised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where
Definitely
the illusion
not.
thing comes in at with me. It's just now.
So if you going off of that, like if we as humans knowing that we just got right now we dealing with, why don't we feel more like some type of way about wasting a whole day?
Everybody don't feel like what he just said.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Because everybody, like I said, we're arrogant as humans. We feel like
They got that. They expect
do
to
it
live to
tomorrow.
they 80 something, like you said.
exactly.
That's what
I'm
it
good
is.
about 80.
I ain't going nowhere. I do it
Yeah.
tomorrow.
But then, like, really think about it though. You wasted a whole day, 24 hours.
that's a lot of time. And this way, and just imagine how many days you. Just think about how,
How
many
many
days
of those
you.
add up?
Yeah,
Like,
how
how many
they-
of those you done?
Yeah. Exactly.
That were unnecessary.
Just fucked off.
Because
for no reason.
some are necessary to get yourself together.
Yeah, of
but
course,
the
some-
unnecessary
exactly.
ones.
But just some shit where you just fucked off. You knew you had some other stuff to do, and you was like,
Man, our whole
just gonna sit here and eat some Cheetos.
our whole
Jack
pre-adult life is wasting time, pretty much. you go to school, and school's debatable. I'm really on the edge about that.
Got something.
But it's like all them days, man, you could have been doing something with your life to, I guess, put you where you want to be at, and you just,
Well, at least in a better
sit
position.
here and watch Price is Right all day. Watch Family Feud.
So time is really the only resource you have. Really, if you think about it. It's all you really have. But you don't know how much you have. That's why
True.
it's so priceless.
Damn.
And you
Man,
never
You
know.
never know.
that's the thing though. They always say, yo, time is the most important thing you have to give somebody. So just because, like, you can give somebody gifts, you can give somebody whatever. If you giving in your time, that's the most important thing you got. You can't never get no more. You can't never get it back. You get some more money, you can get some more gifts. You can't never get that time back. So if you giving your time to somebody, they should appreciate that.
That's true.
What he said.
Something for y'all to think about out there, man. Stop wasting time. And let us know, is time an illusion or is it not? And is time passing by quickly for you all? Before you know it, we'll be talking about the fall.
It's gonna be Christmas.
A whole nother year done rolled by, a whole nother age. Done bumped a whole nother age up. Shit
What
just
happened?
keep
What
rolling.
has happened to those of you that keep New Year's resolution? What has happened to those New Year's resolutions that you have kept? And
They
if you
done timed out. That's what happened to them. They timed out.
I'm gonna stop working out.
What about the goals you had? Read back over them goals, man. See if you accomplished any of them. Time. We'll be back after these messages. So time isn't an illusion, but it could be.
You said it is, but
Isn't.
it could. It isn't.
Isn't.
Oh.
I guess it isn't. I don't know. Like I
Nobody
said,
knows.
I'm skeptical of everything. With that said, nihilism. I think I've been in a mood where I've been nihilistic lately. And if you don't know what nihilism is, it is the belief or the thought that nothing means anything. All of this shit is for naught. You were put here just to be here, and life has no meaning. And yeah, it's a grim outlook, but that's where I've been lately. How do y'all feel about nihilism? Do y'all think that life has no meaning, or do you think that we're put here for a reason? If so, expound. Anybody?
Damn.
I wasn't
ain't got
prepared. I wasn't prepared for this one. I'm gonna be honest with you. I needed
I don't know. We
minute
put
to
here
gather my
for a
thoughts.
reason. I think we make our own reasons why we're here. I think we give ourselves a reason to be here. And then that's what you live for. Get your own self some reason to see tomorrow, I guess. But that whole nothing means nothing, I can kind of see where people get that from. Like, at the end of the day, maybe all this stuff that you think is important to you, it ain't important.
In the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just like,
Like,
you just
you really-
suspect.
It don't mean nothing. Like, I'm talking about stuff that you just like lose your mind about. Like, you didn't pay a bill, or like I know some people have like wanted to end it all because you went broke. Like, at the end of the day, it really didn't mean nothing. Like, as long as you was gonna be able to find something to eat and make it to the next day, maybe you want to live the life you want to live, but at the end of the day, the life that other people living don't mean nothing. Like, yeah, maybe you live better depending on if that meant something to you. Like, because if you got somewhere to live at just because your house little and their house big, it don't mean nothing. As long as you had somewhere to stay.
All right. So I thought about it for a minute, and it's possible that nothing is nothing, but I think that all changes once you become, if you are, no, I ain't even gonna say that reason, but becoming a parent should, I feel like it might change certain people's aspect of nothing is nothing, because that kind of gives you a purpose in life, I think, for some people, because everybody don't take it serious, you know what I'm saying? So if that's something that could, you might just be out here and then all of a sudden now you got this a whole other person that you responsible for. If you are the type that's gonna take the responsibility, you know what I'm saying, take the responsibility, then I think it changes your views on how things, it should change your views on how things are. I ain't saying that it works for everybody. And might not even have to be a kid. You could find a person that does that for you if you don't have a kid. But I think it's some things that'll make you think that it's more to this than just nothing.
What if you, that grand scheme of things, what if those feelings are just manufactured for you supposed to think you supposed to care about that? Like, just because you, like, ants have kids. Y'all kill ants and no, you don't think a second about killing no ants or the food you eat or the damn spider that got in your house.
We don't, but we have no idea how the ants feel about it.
That's a great point.
We have no idea how the ants feel about it.
But that's what makes us better though.
Yeah, it doesn't mean it's meaningless.
Maybe you just here to reproduce for the whatever, like to make.
Yeah, maybe we are ants.
Maybe you tree food, and they need more for you to make more tree food.
Exactly. Maybe we are the ants.
Those feelings could be manufactured. You might feel some type of way about your kid, but that's because you've been programmed to feel like this about your family members. Nothing means nothing.
That's a great point. We are the ants to somebody else. We was just put here to fucking generate energy for a greater cause. So none of this shit means nothing. You gonna die anyway.
Yeah. Your kids gonna die. They kids gonna die.
So what's the meaning of this shit?
You put on this earth to say you was the president of the PTA club. That shit don't mean nothing.
Don't mean shit.
I mean, it just might mean something to you at that time.
Exactly.
Manufactured feelings to make you seem like you have something to get you through your time on earth.
Exactly. And that's why I agree with your point. The meaning is what you
put in.
Make your own.
Yeah, the meaning is what you ascribe to your own life. So you wake up and you say, this is what I'm about and this is what I'm going to aspire to be until my demise.
And I think that's important.
It is. Because if you don't have that.
I don't want to, even if I'm tree food or whatever else, or the ants or whatever, I don't want to spend my time here locked up.
What you mean?
Yeah,
In prison.
I mean, I guess that would be a great way to spend your time with.
Yeah, but some people
feel like
even if in prison, you still gonna die.
Yeah, like
you still feel the same way.
Let me die outside of prison.
I mean, yeah, I get it.
Let me be the tree food outside, the ant, all of that outside of the prison.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't want to. That ain't how I want to. If nothing is nothing, don't let me just be the one that's filling up the prison. Let me have my nothing and be free.
You'd rather enjoy the facade.
Yeah, let me have my nothing and be free.
Enjoy the facade. It's like that's what the Matrix was about. Remember when I think when Neo.
I hated that damn movie.
He spoke to somebody. The dude, I forgot the character, but
Morpheus. Or
he was talking to a character in the movie.
He was talking about that old dude.
And the guy in the movie, he said, yeah, I know this is all an illusion, but I'd rather be on this side than on your side
Right, yeah,
because
he
I
didn't
can
wanna
enjoy
know.
it.
Yeah. Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Fuck it. I know this is all nothing. It don't mean shit. But I'd rather be on this side
Right.
than on your side where you're struggling and fighting for what you believe in. I'd rather just enjoy this shit until my demise. Who's right or wrong? Because if it means nothing in the end, then it's
But let's see.
who's right or wrong.
That's why I wanted to get around to that thought that nothing, even that ideology, I don't want to say thought, that's an ideology.
It is.
The ideology that nothing means nothing is very dangerous.
It is. It definitely is.
Like, if people really believe that, it would be chaos out here.
That's why religion was created, in my opinion.
Man, now we talking.
In my opinion. In my opinion. Don't
Now
get mad.
we
You holy
talking.
rollers don't get mad at me.
No, that's
I'm just
different.
saying.
They had to make that in order to keep order.
We are
Yeah.
living in somewhat type of chaos right now. Might not be the worst chaos, but it's chaos out there.
I mean, because we got some outliers that's gonna do what they want to do.
And some of these people might be believing that nothing is nothing.
But you imagine
Yeah,
what it
but
would be
most
like
of
if
them
everybody
believe
believed
in
that.
Something that
There's something,
yeah,
and
yeah.
that's what keeps the people under control. Them believing in something.
If you didn't have nothing, you could just walk out of your house and just see the first person you saw like, bow. I just felt like it. No remorse. You didn't feel no type of way. There ain't. Whatever.
people out there.
I don't care. You don't think about when you kill a bug in your house, you think about it the next day? Nah. Same thing.
I read this book called The Stranger. Y'all ever read the book The Stranger in school? It's a classic. But I just read it. I never read it in school. But it's about that, what you just said. Being just a character. The main character was in his own world. He didn't, the normal shit of life, he didn't feel it. Like his girlfriend was like, "Do you love me?" He told her, "No, I don't love you, but we can get married if you want." He just like aloof. He lived for the pleasure. Yeah, he just went along to get along, but he lived for pleasure. He hated work. He just wanted pleasure. He didn't
So what if everybody
care about
like it?
nothing.
Yeah,
And
what
he
if
ended
everybody
up
like
killing somebody, but he never felt any remorse or any type of accountability for it.
What if everybody was like that?
Yeah, that's exactly what
Don't live
whole
for me,
world be
and I don't
chaos.
care about nothing.
Survival of the fittest.
That shit
world
would
be
be so
chaos, though.
upside down. You wouldn't have nobody. You wouldn't be able to hold no jobs down.
But on the flip side of that, his honesty was a breath of fresh air. Everybody looked at him like he was evil, but he was super honest with everybody. He was like, even like I said, his girlfriend, he told her, "Nah, I don't love
I
you.
might have to read that. That sounds interesting to
I
me.
don't really, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. He told, when somebody asked him a question, he told the absolute, how he felt. Point. He didn't
got all
hold.
that extra shit. Like, it's extra stuff that's put on you for you to feel some type of way
He
about
didn't
telling
conform
somebody
to
how you
none.
feel.
He didn't conform to what everybody else thought, and I thought that was like freedom. But at the same time, he didn't believe in what nobody else believed in. He didn't have those restrictions, and I thought that was very profound. But I see that in a lot of people that don't see it in themselves nowadays, and that's why I be like, "Yo, does this shit really mean anything?" Because if you look at where it's going, don't really mean anything. It's a mass shooting every other day, and it's like nothing changes. This motherfuckers doing this and that. People dying. Time. We just talked about time. Time is passing. Nobody changes their ways. People keep doing what they've been doing. Nobody's changing. Nobody's trying to better themselves. They'll talk about it. You got people that you know, that you talk to, and they'll talk about changing, and they'll talk about what they gonna do. They don't do nothing different. Everything is what it is. So does it really fucking matter? And that's where I've been at. And that's why I posed the question. And I know that's a negative way to look at shit, but is it really negative?
Well, I'm saying,
No, it's the way
is
you
that
thinking.
negative?
I ain't gonna say it's negative because that's the way you thinking. That's the way you looking at stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it's a negative thing, but people do look at that situation like that. You know what I'm saying?
Could be a phase too.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because it's not healthy to keep going on like
That's
this.
what I'm saying. Like, okay, so you think about what we just talking about. Think those people that do those mass shootings, they took that to the extreme. That's how they felt. They didn't care about. They didn't care what was gonna happen to them or the people that they was trying to take out.
Because it was at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they didn't. Nothing means nothing to them. Or I mean, I don't really know why they did it, but it's saying like, but if you have that mindset, you capable of anything, good or bad.
I don't even want to speak on them specifically, but like someone that had that mindset and did something else that was negative and it affected somebody and it put them in another place, either I'm gonna say in jail so they could still be alive and eventually reflect on it. I feel like at some point in time they will get to the point where, you know what, I feel like that was a mistake. Most of them.
You think they regretted it once they got locked up?
I think a lot of them would. At some point in time.
But isn't that's flaw in itself? Because you only regretted it because you got locked up. That was the book I read, The Stranger. The priest came to him after he done the crime, thinking that he would feel remorse, but he didn't. And the priest was baffled by it because he said every other person that he ever came to felt remorse and felt guilt and believed in God at this point.
So
he stood 10 toes down, like, I don't believe in none of that shit.
He accepted the responsibility.
Yeah,
for
he
what
accepted accountability.
Yeah, it ain't a lot of, I don't think it's a lot of them.
I mean, it is a lot. I mean, I ain't gonna say it's a lot, but they got a name for them. They think sociopaths?
Sociopathic.
They don't, sociopaths don't have empathy for anybody.
Right.
They don't have no feelings towards nothing. That's what Homeboy was on. But that's why they capable of doing stuff that we would be like, oh my God, I could never do that. And they'll do it and have no feelings about it.
Yeah,
And that's
no
dangerous.
feelings.
It's real dangerous.
I think there's a lot of those out there.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, and I'm not excusing the behavior of somebody that does something egregious. But what I'm saying is that truth is liberating in a sense, isn't it not?
Yeah, what you talking
Well,
about to a certain
saying-
extent of somebody being truthful about their feelings.
Yeah,
Not just doing what you want to do when you want to do it.
Yeah,
Because
no,
that
I'm not
affect
talking
other
about nothing.
people.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not talking about that. But the truth of it.
Well, yeah,
is
you
like,
should tell the truth whenever you feel like it. It's be abrasive. Maybe you didn't expect somebody, because everybody's so filtered. When you hear somebody tell the truth, then all of a sudden they the asshole. I just tell you what was true and real. Like
There's
how I
9
really
times out
feel.
of 10, if they tell you something that's truthful, but it hits home, and some people don't know how to handle it, that's when they act like that.
I don't think none of us can really handle somebody told the truth 100% of the time. Always told the truth.
because you've been conditioned not to.
You would think that person is the worst person you ever met in your life.
You ain't gonna like them.
Right. Like, what? You said what? Like, everybody give you the candy coated answer, or they might tell you the part truth, but they don't tell you the full truth or what they think.
I tell the truth now to some certain people, and they still think I'm joking or not telling the truth, and it baffles me because I'm telling the truth.
I can see that.
But you want me to say something else, so it's
when
not
you
the
telling
truth.
the truth. You got to reiterate, yo, I'm not playing.
I feel like you telling the truth to these people and they're taking it as sarcasm.
Perhaps, but it's the truth, and I reiterate it like, yes, I'm telling you what it is. But since they don't want to hear that, it's not what it is. It's their perception of it.
Yeah.
That's delusion.
It could be, or it just could be how they perceive me, which is delusion. in the
Right.
grand scheme of things. But
you making what you see something like I see this in front of me, but I'm gonna say something else. I believe this.
I'm gonna
is that.
see what I want it to
Right
be.
now, I'm believing what I want to believe now.
all of this is in that book called The Stranger by Albert Camus. I think people should read it, man. It's kind of boring in the first, but it ramps up in the second half. And all of this, what we're talking about, is in that book. Like the delusion, the nihilism, the truthfulness of this character, and everybody else looking at this character as if he is crazy, which he could be based on your perception, but he is, in his mind, completely sane, and everybody else is crazy because they don't see the shit how he sees it, and he doesn't see it how they see it.
So when you see that book right there, and then you think about people back in the day, I don't know what you would call like the people that was in control back in the day, right? They probably seen this could be an issue in the greater scheme of things, right? They're like, we can't really have that. So that's probably when conditioning came into place on some scale. We need to start conditioning folks to believe this, and that to keep order. Like,
You have to have it.
can't be mayhem out here. Like, we need order. You know what I'm saying? Because without order, then you just got chaos. So now we need to start conditioning people about certain types of things. Don't you think? Well, there's a lot of these things in place. You think that's where they come from?
I just said it. I just said that's why I think, I'm not speaking for nobody else, but I think that's where religion comes from, is to keep a certain order. Because if you study religion, all of them are similar.
They're very similar.
Really similar. Every last one are similar. They come from scope. And then I love mythology. A lot of mythology is similar to religion. And a lot of mythology predates religion. So, do with that what you may. Like, make of that what you may. I don't know what to tell you, but that's just me. That's my thoughts. Don't crucify me. No pun intended.
You know, I know you know who. What's the nigga name? Alex Crowley, Alexander Crowley, Aleister Crowley.
Yeah, Aleister Crowley.
You know, his slogan was "Do what thou wilt." That's exactly the same thing we talking about.
Do what thou
Do whatever
wilt.
you want.
But that's the chaos.
That's where chaos comes
That's
from.
chaos, exactly.
If everybody did what they wanted to do, it would be pure chaos out here.
That's the chaos. But that's the father of what? Ain't he the father of Satanism?
Yeah.
So think about that. Do what thou wilt. The chaos, but the religion was to control the people. All right, man. I'm gonna sound like an atheist. I'm not an atheist. I believe in God. I pray every day. So I'm just saying. Just think about some shit. I'm a skeptic. So just think about it. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get too deep.
I feel like we living in controlled chaos anyway, because the powers that be are creating the chaos.
And controlling it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got to sprinkle a little bit out there, keep you in line.
Yeah. It's a term for that. And I forget what it's called. Where they create the problem and pose the solution.
Man,
also,
it is. I forgot what
I
it's
forgot the
called.
term.
That's something. I'm gonna give you the problem and the solution.
and a solution. And then y'all lose your heads over it. Give it to you all in one. Give you the problem, then here's the solution.
It's like a doctor making the medicine, but then he put the disease out there so he can sell you the medicine
Reap the
after
benefits.
after the disease and got out of control. Now I'm the one that's coming with selling you the remedy to it also.
Foul cheesy.
Fauci.
Yep, they
Bleep,
might
bleep,
cut it
bleep,
off.
bleep, bleep,
Trying to cut-
bleep, bleep, bleep,
Get
bleep,
too
bleep,
deep.
bleep, bleep.
All right, we'll be right back at these messages.
We back.
I seen.
Yep.
Yeah, we back, man. Man. So this episode has been
Nothing.
a little bit of everything.
No, it's been nothing.
And
Because
nothing.
nothing is nothing.
Yeah, nothing means anything. Nothing means nothing.
I hope y'all enjoyed nothing.
So with that said, yo, if you get to the end of your days, your life, if you could go on to, because they say like you if you don't complete what you were put here for, you are destined to do it over again. But let's say that you had the choice and you get to the end of your demise. Would you resurrect and come back here, or would you move on to another realm? Would y'all choose to come back, or would y'all move on to the unknown and live that life? And you're not necessarily coming back as you, because you resurrected something else, something other.
So I could be an ant.
No, you would be a person, but you're not gonna be necessarily who you are personified to be right now.
Bruh.
You could be some totally.
Whole nother race, whole nother gender.
Damn. Would I know what I know?
No, you gonna start this shit over.
But how would you know you resurrected then? How did that work?
Because you get glimpses of it. You ever seen where people say, "Yo, this child's been here before"? There's stories where kids have told stories about some shit that they had no idea that
Wasn't around for.
Yeah, they wasn't around for it. They've told stories, so you get glimpses of it, but you don't.
I think I'm
So
gonna
y'all feel like resurrection is a thing?
I'm gonna ride on out.
You gonna ride on out to the sunset?
Yeah,
I think I might
go
be
see
over
what
with.
else out there.
I'm gonna go whatever the other thing is.
Going the other way?
See
Yeah,
what
whatever
else out
that
there.
is.
I'm gonna see what that is about.
See what that is.
Ain't nobody told me. Might be a good time out there.
Could be.
Because you don't know what you're coming back as.
Yeah.
Do y'all think resurrection real? Like is that a thing?
I think some people have been here before. But I don't know to what extent is embedded.
Like they was specially picked to be the one to come back?
Yeah, I don't know to what extent. Yeah, so I don't know if it's like they have a glimpse of it. I don't know. I don't know nothing. I'm skeptical of everything, like I said.
Nothing is nothing.
Yeah. I think I would ride out though. I do think resurrection is real. I think,
But how do you like sign up for the resurrection? Like,
I don't know.
it's like what do you got to do to get that option?
What I've read in my readings, and this is not something I researched, it's just something I just came across reading, is that it's all in your purpose. So life does have a purpose in this philosophy, and if you do not fulfill that purpose, or you do not learn what you were sent here to learn, then you're destined to start over again, and you have no choice. So it's kind of like hell on earth. You repeat it until you complete
Get it right.
Yeah.
Would y'all be interested if you could afford it and being frozen when it ended?
No.
Or frozen before it ended so they could
Nah, that's
do
unnatural.
whatever and bring you back?
Nah.
Nah, it's unnatural to me.
What about if they could take your consciousness and
Embedded
Put in
somewhere.
like a-
embed it
They
into,
can
like,
do it
into a robot or something?
Wasn't that a movie?
I might do that. That sounds
There
kind of
was
fly.
a movie.
That's some shit that Elon is talking about now, ain't it? Where they can take your consciousness and upload it.
I don't
need
know
them
though,
to,
bro. Cause that might be too much.
Before I'm dead, they're not gonna figure that out.
My
so it's probably ain't gonna work.
If they talking about it, they already got
My
the-
artificial intelligence is gonna end up in the crazy house. Cause it ain't gonna be able to handle all that stuff that I don't know nothing about. That's gonna be here.
You see how this nigga acting with the VR headset?
No.
Yeah,
He ain't be in no
bro.
damn robot, cuz.
That robot is gonna be in the crazy
Hell
house.
nah, that ain't gonna work.
Man, that headset different though.
Nah, it's not that they fusing your consciousness with it's just your consciousness in that entity. So it's still you but you're in a different body. So it's kind of like the soul, but it's not. So how does that work? Because your soul, they can't replicate your soul. They can just take your consciousness. The soul is separate from the consciousness.
If you believe that.
I believe that.
Your consciousness might be your soul.
Smoke some of that lemon face. Deep. Yeah, okay.
But then I was like, if you're gonna do all that, like, what would be the purpose?
Exactly, man. I don't know.
Just because you greedy, you just want to still be around.
Yeah, like, who you want to be around for more fuckery?
Forever.
Yeah, like you just here.
Ever and ever.
Then,
Or somebody
like,
else playing God?
if you got all that, if you had the money to even do that, obviously only often it's probably people that got money to do that. That means that you just entitled to the point you still feel like you should be around.
Arrogance.
Yeah, that's the ultimate arrogance. I shouldn't die. I should stay around forever. Like, nah, I'm just go out like I'm supposed to, I guess. Like it was meant to
If
be.
your time over your time
If you
up.
got money and you can afford something like that, the thing that's telling you to do it is, I stayed here and earned this money. I ain't ready to let nobody else spend it.
More arrogance.
Exactly. Man, that's crazy.
They talking about like being able to do that though. For real, for real. That's a real thing.
Yeah, rich people talking about
Yeah.
that. This ain't even a conversation broke people should be talking about because it ain't gonna be an option for you.
Yeah, they gotta afford how to pay for the
If you
funeral.
ain't got no B behind you, you might as well hang it up, bro. You ain't gonna get that.
But everything starts at that level and then it trickles down.
And you see why?
I definitely don't want the damn generic brand freezing.
You don't want the great value freeze.
No, bro.
So you ain't feeling no.
No, that ain't.
Should have freezer burn on
That
it.
ain't cool. I'm gonna come back and be my conscience gonna be twitching and I'm gonna be all jacked up. Something ain't gonna be right.
Some of that shit just as good.
Nah, the great value be hitting.
Yeah. Some of that shit just as good.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, you just gonna be here just to see more fuckery. You might as well just go when you're supposed
Don't
to.
ride it out.
Man, but you got a real morbid way of looking at shit. It's a lot of good shit going on. Not all fuckery.
Such as.
It's a lot of great stuff going on.
Yeah, it's all perspective, I guess.
It's perspective on the bad shit too.
Yeah, it's all perspective. What do you see? Nothing is good or bad, but what you make it. Some would say. So I don't know. But your consciousness is just your consciousness, and you won't be able to reproduce. You'll be in the robot.
Yeah, see that's the thing though. You just gonna be like, you can't do no fucking.
You can't do no fucking.
But
What's
you can
the
just,
point?
I mean, you might can do a little bit.
No.
You just,
Cause you gonna be roboted up. You ain't gonna get no feeling out of that thing, man. You might be able to do the act, but you ain't gonna feel it.
You'll learn to live with that though.
You got no choice.
yeah, I would say you ain't got no choice.
Eventually, that's gonna be great.
But then if that happens, how do you die?
It's gonna be like
Somebody just cut you off.
it's gonna be
Somebody
like
shut
living
you
in a
off.
video game.
Shut you down.
You
When
shut your power off.
That's what that would be like.
your shit go off server one time, you do that.
So how do y'all know we're not doing that right now?
We don't. We don't. That's how I feel. I'm serious. We don't.
No, we're not.
Shit, I see that's going on. We
But how do
don't.
you know?
I'm pretty sure.
But are you though?
Yeah.
You're really not. There's no way to be sure.
Yeah, I mean, I seen my daughter get bored.
Yeah, but all of that could be a program.
No, I seen it like the whole thing.
Yeah, I did too.
How is that? That's natural. You can't
you-
fake that.
It's a good,
I ain't saying it's fate. I'm just saying,
it's a good video game.
yeah, it could be a program.
No, or not.
Or not.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather just lean on the or
Okay.
not.
Yeah, that's fine too.
Yeah.
You seen it?
Yeah, I seen it. I seen her grow up. Like, robots don't just...
No, I'm not saying nothing about robots. I'm saying program.
Every
I
time,
mean, whatever,
every time
man, I
you
don't
took
know.
her to the doctor,
I just seen
they,
it
they
happen.
upgraded her software.
I seen it happen. That's all.
Every time you took her to the doctor, they upgraded her software.
I mean,
Have y'all ever seen
this shit been going on before all this? So how is that a program?
No, I'm saying, have you ever seen the motherboard, right? Me and you
Yeah.
helped me build my computer, right? You've seen the motherboard. They've showed the motherboard compared to the blueprints of cities. Y'all ever seen that side by side? They shown the DNA compared to like the software programs and how they relate. The only reason they can upload your consciousness is because your DNA is a program. Think about it.
Man, I did.
It's
see
all
some
connected.
Stuff. I did see stuff the other day about cloning centers in Texas. I seen them. There was a whole thing about cloning centers in Texas. That might have something to do with what you're talking about. But I really don't believe that though. I don't even believe in clones. But I don't know. I say I don't believe it. I don't saying it ain't true. I don't know.
Well, we made it this far, man. Excuse this episode. We've been on shrooms the whole time. It's thought provoking, man. And nothing means nothing. So read a book or not. And tune in next week for more fuckery.